Dude, I've been listening to the Black Album today from Metallica like all day. Good Lord, that's a good album. I listen to rap and hip hop like 99% of the time, but that album is like perfection. If you know, you know. That was a super random way to start a YouTube video. Today we're doing a Q&A, which are actually my favorite videos to watch. When you follow content creators, usually they're in a certain niche. Like most people I follow in the gaming world, I don't know anything about them besides what game they play. So when they or anybody else does a Q&A, and you can really learn more about their life and their interests and their hobbies and like all this stuff, I find that super interesting, and it's also a great way to build like a much stronger connection with the audience. So I just find a lot of value in Q&As. So I asked you guys on my YouTube community page to just ask a question. It could be about pretty much anything, and you guys sent me a ton of them, and I'm just gonna go through all of them. By the way, you guys went crazy on the last video. I thought that video was gonna get like no views and like barely any comments, but that video right now has 300 comments. I replied to about 65 of them, but that's still 235 comments from you guys. Tons of good Sick. There's tons of great feedback. You guys let me know exactly what you would like to see on this channel, and that truly helps me out a lot. So thank you for the support, for real. Let's see if we can get 400 likes on this video. But with that being said, let's get into the questions. The first question is from 6shooter3292. What is your bench PR and your deadlift PR? PR means personal record, if you guys didn't know. Truth be told, I have no idea. I played football in college, I had surgery on my shoulder, and then when I quit football, I stopped really doing that type of lifting. So in the past like 10 years, I think I've benched like once. A big reason is I train by myself, so I like never have a spotter. But I do know back when I was 16, I did 325 once. I'll never forget that because that was a huge moment. Getting under the bar with that much weight, like that was a big deal. And for deadlift, dude, I don't even remember the last time I deadlifted. I remember I almost got up like 525 like 6 years ago, but I had no belt on and I was wearing running shoes, and I went to the gym not even to deadlift. Like I was just kind of playing around. Like I did 225, that was super easy, and then you just keep kind of going. Which in retrospect is really stupid. Don't do that. Brett Fowler 5360. Why does everybody have 4 numbers at the end of their name? He said, how can Call of Duty get Timmy and Nick Mercs back? Money. Nistic2 asked, why are all my friends trash at video games except for me? Probably because you're a nerd. Next question is from Afro Brownie YouTube. Are you genuinely happy with everything, or could you improve in some aspect? Right now in my life, I am super happy. I have a lot of very exciting things in my life right now, personal and business related. I have an amazing group of friends around me, a very supportive family. I just feel like I'm in a very fortunate situation, which, don't get me wrong, it took a ton of work. But as far as improvement goes, I mean, everybody will always have room for improvement. And a lot of times with content and stuff, one thing will be doing super well, and then something else will start falling off. You got to correct that, and then you got to keep an eye on something else. And then it's rare that everything is firing on all cylinders. No one is perfect. Nobody has it all figured out. So yeah, you can always get better. Next question is from my boy Jayhawk. What's a brand you haven't worked with yet that you would like to? God, I feel like there's so many. There's a ton in the gaming space, but I think my #1 brand ever would have to be the NFL. I have no idea how I would ever work with the NFL, but being someone who's just a diehard NFL fan and just a huge sports fan in general, working with the NFL in some capacity would just be like a complete dream come true. I strongly believe in manifesting. So I feel like it's gonna happen one day. How? No idea. When? Who knows? But one day it'll happen, and this moment will be awesome to look back on. Jefferson Y4613 asks, who do you want as president if every person went for president? I would probably say Stone Cold Steve Austin, but that would never happen. But I do think if The Rock ran for president, I think he would actually win. I feel like he'd be a dope president. Edwin Ramos 4669, nice, asks, got any job openings? No. But Crank Shank asks, what keeps me motivated every day? I'm definitely not motivated every day, but I do think one thing that inspires me a lot is the group of friends that are around me. I'm friends with a bunch of content creators who are all just super talented. They work super hard. I see them achieving big goals, and just constantly talking to those guys and just seeing what they're doing and everything. It's just really inspiring. I love seeing it. And most importantly, I love seeing them do well. Like seeing them happy is what makes me happy. I just want everybody to win. Seg Prism 1345 asks, what does your hat collection consist of? You always have the drip on hats. So this is pretty much all the hats right here. The vast majority of them are MLB hats. And then my football team's the Ravens, so I got like 5 Ravens hats. But I'm not necessarily a fan of like any baseball team. I grew up near Seattle, so I like repping Seattle stuff. Besides the Seahawks, because I have an NFL team. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Next question is from Iron Bengal. If you started from scratch, what is your first move within this space? I would do exactly what I did, and that's go super hard with short form content. Right now, nothing can get you in front of more people than short form content. Long form and short form both have their pros and their cons, but getting your face out there and your content out there, I mean, that's just like, it's super important. But if you really want to turn this into a business, companies want to reach as many people as possible. So with short form, it's kind of easier to build a following and also to reach more people, and businesses want to reach more people. So then you'll get more business opportunities, and then you'll have some more income. And if you get enough income, then you could do this for a living. The one drawback to short form though is that it's very hard to build like a solid, like a real community. People that specialize in long form videos have like incredible communities. I see a lot of familiar faces in the comments of my content, but there's just something way different about like having a strong long form presence. And the community aspect is actually a big reason I want to start making long form videos. I just think the idea of having like an army behind you is like the dopest thing ever. And one day ours is going to be massive. So yeah, if you're starting right now, go hard with the short form content, I'm telling you. So this question by Jay Nolan is pretty long, but it's pretty much like, if I was in charge of Call of Duty, what would I do to make it like the sickest game ever? I would just listen to the community. Every time there's problems in Call of Duty, it seems like the majority of the community wants the same stuff and doesn't want the same stuff. So you would think if you listened to them and did it, most people would be happy. But yeah, I'd probably do like massive surveys, and then whatever the majority of the feedback is, implement that into the game, and then, you know, see how it goes. Roy's a Gaming asks, what's your favorite lift or exercise at the gym? Back day is by far my favorite. I feel like with back day, you can do so many different kinds of movements. Chest day is a lot of fun, but I feel like there's not that many things you can do for chest day. And then arm day is kind of the same thing too. Like, it's fun, but there's not much you can do. With back, there's like 70 different exercises you can do. Sooner Creative, who's one of my closest friends, shout out to Sooner. He asked, what's one piece of content you've created on this journey that you're most proud of? Man, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm proud of. I think it's because I just kind of make videos and just move on. I've never made like a film or like some, you know, some super heartwarming type thing about anything. It's just like a joke, and then you're just kind of on to the next one. There are a few skits that I made that I really liked a lot, and they ended up going on to get like 5 million views. And to this day, I'm still very proud of like how they were executed and everything. Like, usually you look back at your content from like a few months ago and you cringe because it was so bad. You're like, dude, what was I doing? But there's a few videos in the past that did really well where I look back at them now and I still think they were very well done. I've also worked with games like Fortnite and Fall Guys. I've done ads with Jack Links and MANSCAPED, these huge brands, and I'm super proud of that. So I think the businesses and the big brands that I've been able to work with is probably what I'm most proud of. Because I have a background in marketing and advertising before all of this stuff, and I used to look at ads from like MANSCAPED and think, it'd be awesome to make a video for MANSCAPED. And now I'm actually partnered with MANSCAPED. DJ Nefarious said, do you still play Halo offline? I actually have a group of friends that are all into Halo. I think there's like 12 of us, but I do actually think Halo Infinite right now is a super good game. It'll just never be popular again. They completely blew it. But I would recommend giving it another try. There's a huge playlist now. There's tons of new maps. There's Halo 3 maps that are in the game. There's a bunch of cool skins. And the game really is fun. I'll always be a huge Halo fan, but yeah, they blew it, dude. Bring Bungie back. Captain Ruggles said, what is your biggest inspiration for creating content? My biggest inspiration for sure is doing this full time and working for myself. The freedom that comes with working for yourself is like unmatched. Before I was doing this, I owned a marketing agency. Before that, I was a freelance graphic designer. And then before that, I had like a normal corporate job. And every single day, I just dreaded going to that job. Every Sunday, you're thinking about how horrible it's gonna be. It was just a really bad situation. So knowing what it's like to have a horrible job and knowing that I never want to go back to that ever again, that alone is super inspiring. And it truly drives me to keep going and creating content. And then you start posting videos, and then you start getting like a ton of support from all you guys. Like, every single time someone leaves a comment or anything, any kind of support. Like, it means a ton to me and like every other content creator. Like the last video I put out, it had 300 comments. I read every single one, and there was a ton of people in there just showing love, and like that drives me to do more. Content creation is definitely tough when you don't think anybody supports you. So when I see like real support in the comments and people like asking for more videos and wanting more videos, I want to make more videos. So that right there is super inspiring as well. Big E, who's one of my closest friends, go check out his YouTube channel. He paid me to say that. He asked, how do you keep all the hair on your body maintained so well? I use products from a company called MANSCAPED. They have trimmers, clippers, scrubbers, body wash, shampoo, all this stuff. And if you want to try some out, you can use code BIGROB for 20% off plus free shipping. Manscaped.com. I feel like that sounded like an advertisement. Jokes aside, I literally use their stuff every single day. Saw something asked, what part of MW2 did you make and what part of MW3 are you making? The fact that people actually think I work for Activision is mind-blowing. I have a video where I said I got the job because I could beer bong the fastest. Like, the fact that people watch that video and think I'm serious is like, it's like mind-numbing. I can beer bong super fast though. I can't even pronounce this name, but they said, what direction do you see your channel going in the near future? This is still a very tough question for me to answer, and it was a big reason why I put out my previous video about the future of this channel. I wanted to gather feedback of what you guys would like to see, and I think slowly but surely I'm just gonna keep, you know, implementing different things of my life, having fun, keeping it real, doing whatever, and continuously trying to evolve and get better and just, you know, cater things to you guys of what you want to see. So I can't really give you a good answer yet on this question, so sorry. Zay the Great 1500 asked, remember Funkoland, the gaming store that let you play games right before they came out? How much time did you spend in those stores? Funkoland is a throwback, dude. That's actually crazy. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys even know what Funkoland is. But I definitely used to hit up all those stores. I remember when the Xbox 360 was coming out, and I'd go to those stores with my dad, and I would try to like be like, hey, check out that sick looking machine right there, you know? We should get one. What do you say? And then you could also pick up like strategy guides and stuff. Thick magazines giving you like a step-by-step of what to do in every video game. But I definitely hit those up, man. Wordle92 asks, what are your genuine thoughts on Warzone 2.0? No hyperbole. And follow-up question, do you like a ribeye or New York strip better? You strike me as a ribeye guy, but I've been wrong before. Well, you are wrong, because I like a New York strip, medium rare. And I also think Warzone 2 is actually not that bad right now. I was playing it last night. I was having fun. I don't know what else to say. The biggest thing with me is how slow you are when you run. Like, aside from that, I don't really have that many issues. But when I'm like running in the open, dude, I'm so slow. And some of the animations are super slow too. There's been Modern Warfare 3 clips already that have come out showing like much faster gameplay. But other than that, I'm not gonna sit here and say it sucks when I don't know. Like I said, I had fun last night. I don't know what else to say. And I was solo queuing, and that's usually a nightmare. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement for sure, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as everybody says it is. Abdul, I'm not even gonna try. He asked, do you like Souls games? I played Elden Ring for like, I think an hour, and then I just gave up. Mainly because I sucked. PokeDragon92 said, are you Tim the Tatmans Brother? Yes. Jason Beatonbow asked, do you play Destiny 2? And if not, why not? And if so, why? I don't play Destiny 2. I have played it before, and it was cool. I just didn't get into it. I don't know. I remember being really into Destiny 1 though and thinking it was super dope. I also grew up playing Halo, and Bungie made the good Halos and then Bungie makes Destiny, and there was like clear Halo inspiration if you're playing Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. I think they even had the battle rifle and the pistol and stuff in Destiny, but yeah, I never really got into it. I do think like visually it looks cool and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I would love it. I have no idea. Arcade Ari said, can you get me a job at Activision? I'm really good at doing nothing. It sounds like you would be perfect for the job. You're hired. BC Steeler 8692 asks, why did you become a content creator, and what on earth forced you to become a Ravens fan? Long story short, I started TikTok in late 2019, and then in 2020 we all know what happened. I was playing a lot of games. I've always liked making stupid skits. I made some about Call of Duty. They did really well, and then I just kept making them and making them and making them, and then I grew a pretty large following on TikTok, and then posted a ton of those videos on YouTube, grew my YouTube pretty big, and then all of a sudden I'm a content creator in the gaming space. And as far as being a Ravens fan, the first like big football game I ever remember watching was the Giants-Ravens Super Bowl, and the Ravens like smoked them. But I remember watching that game and thinking those guys like looked so cool. And then growing up playing sports, specifically football, I played defense, and the Ravens had like the best defense of all time. And I looked up to like a ton of dudes on that team, and they had like all black jerseys, and they were just like sick. And I just chose to be a Ravens fan like a super long time ago. Even my dog's name is Ray Lewis. He's 14 years old. Clean Crank BJJ4336. Yes, if your YouTube career begins to nosedive, are you gonna start an OF and shit in a pool? Just curious. I mean, I don't see any alternative. So yeah, make sure to subscribe. There's actually a link to my OF on my Twitter. It's in my pinned tweet. If you don't believe me, go look. Guys, that concludes the Q&A today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you haven't yet. And let me know in the comments what other kind of videos you want to see. My handle on all social media is bigrobenergy if you guys want to connect. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for the love. Peace.